This video is going to look at some of my Kerby pictures, my favourite Kerby pictures. And I'm going to go, I'm not sure the order of the books, but I'm going to start with World in Worlds because that's the one that's out at the moment. And I've absolutely loved some of the pictures in here. So I've tagged some of them. So this one's a double page I'm starting with, which is hard to show. So I'm just going to scroll it across. But that was a drag and I enjoyed that. So I used a lot of these. I've used polychromos and fine liners and some gel pens. So that's that one. There's one I left with a white background. You can see that. Now this one, that was a lot of fun to colour. Each of the books using all the different colours, and the way I did that, I started with sort of a couple of red pens and did all the red books, and I did some orange books dotted around, then yellow and so on. And with this one I tried to, as the book fell into the water, the idea is that the book was releasing colour into the water, so eventually all the water would be multicoloured. This is the sundial with pencil and fine liner combination. With Kerby's illustrations, because they're so detailed, the pencil, using the pencils and the fine liners, I find is a really good combination. There's an echidna, which you get in Australia, where I am. As you can tell, I'm not a native Australian with the accent. I'm actually from England originally, a place called Birmingham. That one, that was the first one, one of the first ones I did out of the picture. I enjoyed doing that one. Kerby is good as well because he kind of, the way he does his illustrations and his pictures, it really fires your imagination. Yeah, I've really enjoyed colouring his work. There's my little sloth, which I actually thought looked a bit like a baby Chewbacca for all you Star Wars fans. I'm a bit of a Star Wars fan myself. Star Wars nerd, and yeah, I just looked at him and thought that's Chewie, baby Chewie. Here's a classic Kerby with lots of detail, with all the small parts and stuff. That was fun to do. That's probably one of my favourite out of the book. I'm not quite sure how I decided to split the page in half, but I literally just got a ruler, went down, and then started doing it. In hindsight, I wish I'd have the little animals where I did them in different colours. I probably should have just done them in black or left it white, because I think it takes from the overall effect slightly. But I'm still happy with the picture. And then just the last one, this was the very first one I did out of this book, yeah. And that part where you're doing colours around those tiny little pictures was really good. It took a long time because so detailed, but again, fine liners, you couldn't do that with a pencil. Markers and stuff work really well there. So that's World Within Worlds. I've got a couple out of Geomorphia that I really liked. There's that one, which is the octopus with an island on his head. How does he come up with these pictures? That's what I want to know. How does he must go to sleep and just dream these strange and wonderful dreams. Imagine being in Kerby's head for a day, eh? That's that one. And then that's the I think that was the first one I did out of this book. I like that imagery. This bit with the floating stuff reminds me a bit of sort of Avatar. You know that film? Phantomorphia. Now, Phantomorphia, you'll notice I've not got any tags on this because this is probably one of the only books I've nearly finished. So I'm just going to flick through. That's a whip. So people do have whips. But this book, this was I think my first Kerby book. And I got it and I literally could not stop colouring. I just absolutely loved every picture. Every picture was really inspiring. As you can see, it's April 2018, so a while ago now. I have definitely, it's the combination of the polychromos and some fine liners being used in here. But yeah, I just absolutely loved his book. Fell in love with him when I got this. As you can see, I'll just show you this. You can see all the the way the pencil comes back, because I didn't put a piece of paper in when I was just colouring each one. And so yeah, some of the brightness of the pictures obviously comes off. There's one I haven't done. I will finish this off. I don't think I've ever completed a book, so it'd be really cool to actually do this. I did that word time at the back. That's what I was saying before, but his work is really inspiring. It's another whip. Nothing, yeah. I think I added those bits, the peacock feathers at the end. I can't remember, to be honest. That was a good one to do. That's a fine liner only one. And there, I haven't done any at the back there. So that's probably World Within Worlds is more my favourite, I think, than that one. But I want to finish that one off. So this is just a couple from Mythomorphia. So once I got Phantomorphia, I bought this one and did a couple of these. There's a Medusa. That was good to do. I remember that taking absolutely ages to do all the snakes. Bex 18. So again, this is in 2018. Yeah, it took a long time, but enjoyable. Oh, there's another whip on the page. Oh. There's a Seaman again with that black background, just makes all your colours pop. And then the last one from this is a double pager, black background again. So yeah, so that's Mythomorphia. And the last one, I've just got one to show you in Colormorphia. A friend bought me this recently, and I just did that one. So those who follow me on Instagram will recognise this. So this one is, again, polychromos and markers. And I started with the ears, and I tried to do a colour combination because my pictures tend to be quite brightly coloured. There was something a bit different, and then tried to take that through the elephant. Looking at it, and now I should have maybe gone a bit darker on the elephant body, but yeah, overall, I did the round circle at the back, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. So anyway, that's a flick through of my Kerby items. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be doing videos on how to use the combination of polychromos and fine liners to colour a Kerby illustration. So hopefully you will follow along. Have a good day.